Oh, really? Standing over the docks like, do you have any meds? Wait, I'm driving. Raymond, you're Jamie here. I don't know if you can.
Hey guys, welcome to the Let Me Call You Back podcast. This comedy podcast features Declan Brooks, my brother, and an aspiring stand-up comedian on our weekly phone calls. We talk daily happenings of life, ludicrous news, and comical interactions with others while out and about in the world. Please enjoy. Well, we are recording, so...
Raymond, how goes it, bud?
Oh, it is going, my friend.
It's been going and going, and it's almost gone. Can I tell you how I started my week this week? To sum up everything the whole week, it was a good week. But how I started my week is when I went and got to the office in Albany, I went to go throw something out in the dumpster. And I looked behind the dumpster, and there was a human turd behind the dumpster. No TP. Just a fresh loaf. Like, dude, I don't get how people do that.
Hold on, like somebody was just there before you?
Maybe in the past day or so.
At your job?
I was sniffed it. I went and gave it a taste. I'm like, this is about 48 hours old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, I looked behind the dumpster, at my job, in my nice work complex. I looked behind the dumpster, and it's like, I know what a turd looks like. I know what a human turd looks like. There's no dogs going behind dumpsters. Like, I don't want anybody to see my dog, asshole.
I feel like you're just covering it up, and it was you. You're just trying to say it was somebody else.
I got baby wipes in my car. I would have used those. This was the part that pissed me off. It was a turd dropped in log form, no toilet paper.
So what do you think? You just stood up?
Yeah, I think we had a person that's, claiming to be a clean wiper, but they probably got dirty drawers.
That's gross, dude.
That's how my week started. When I went to Albany, New York this week for work.
I've never been to Albany.
Dude, I told you my first experience doing comedy actually was in Albany. I didn't even get to do the comedy. It was a local comedian by the name of Twan. Why I know his name now is that I got to confront my aggressor. The first night I ever went out for comedy was my 27th birthday last year. I was in town. I found a mic at the Madison Theater in Albany. And I showed up about 10 minutes late. And the guy was like, have you ever done comedy before? I said, no. He's like, oh, man, list's full. I was like, wow. I was like, what's your name, man? He's like, my name's Twan. This kid has lived in my head for the past year as twat.
He lied to you.
He did, 100%. I know how lists work, all right? I know how this shit works. What ended up really happening, I got some type of closure on it this week. Went out and did comedy in Albany. I met some cool heads out there in the scene. And I was talking to the one guy that I actually had seen there. Because, by the time I got through the week, I was like, I actually remember, 8 or 9 of you from the first time I went out for comedy. Because,
you went out for your first time in Albany?
Yeah, my first night I ever went out for comedy was Albany. First night I ever went out and did comedy was Bridgeport, Connecticut.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I went out in Albany, and this kid, was like, nah, man, list's full, sorry. That's how he treated me. So, go out Monday, do some comedy, go out Tuesday, do some comedy, Wednesday, do some comedy. By Wednesday, I got, the lowdown on what happened. I talked to, some of the local people in the scene, and I was talking to the one guy, because, I had started to meet all these people, and to be honest with you, 10 or 11 of them, maybe 8 to 10 of them, were at that mic the first night I was out. And I started getting familiar with a couple of them, and the one kid, Willie, I was like, hey, man, so what's up with this dude, Twan? Why did he not let me get on this list the first time I went out for comedy? He's like, where was it at? And I said, Madison Theater. And he's like, dude, to be 100% honest with you, at that time, that place was really struggling. And we would have these mics happen, and it would be all of us, but then you would get 5 or 6 random dope heads or homeless guys from the street that, we would try to bring in. But the one time we brought a guy in, and he literally just screamed at everybody and then threw up in the middle of the room. He's like, another time a guy literally had just passed out standing up.
You were equated to dope heads when they saw you?
He's like, most likely they just, because you were late and they assumed you were just probably some random dude they never saw before, they probably just used that same logic. I was like, yeah, well, that sucks because, I had some worth, bud. It's pretty much how I felt about the situation.
That's funny. Wait, so did you see Twan there?
I did.
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, hi, my name is Twan, man. How's it going? Dude, I don't give a fuck if this guy ever watches this. He's just a fucking tool. The guy is just not that cool. I've heard this from other people. I've heard it from people at other scenes that have done shows with him. The guy's a tool. I didn't think he was that funny when I saw him the other night. And for being the last time I saw him, he denied me comedy. Raymond, I sat there. They denied me comedy. And not only did they deny me comedy, they did a suggestion mic that he was in charge of. So he would give suggestions until he ran out of ideas, and then he'd be like, "All right, anybody in the audience, crowd, comedians, got any suggestions for him? Okay, cool, great job." Like, there was you weren't allowed to do your time. You had to do a suggestion mic. Which, by the way, I bring this up to those comedians. They're like, "Dude, that was actually like the second to last time we ever did that mic." That shut down like a couple weeks later, and it was probably one of the worst nights ever in that place.
Really?
One guy was like, "You were there for that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, that was the first night I ever went out for comedy." He's like, "Holy shit, that's terrible."
That's funny.
Yeah. So no, I got mixed up in the Albany scene this week, man. I got to experience a little bit of everything. Before I go on a long tangent, how was your week, Ray?
It was good. I've just been busy, running around like crazy. My boss has been out at work, so I've been taking over all duties. I've been working like 13-hour days at the bar.
Yeah.
But getting back to it, I just got a bunch of new gear for the pod.
Nice.
Because we're going to be meeting up soon for a couple of pods.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that.
Yep. So am I.
Got a full set of gear for everybody. It should be fun.
Nice. You been seeing any shawties with fatties out there? What's going on?
I don't know. It's just the regular day to day, I guess.
You've been hitting on any shawties with dumpers on it? No?
Absolutely not.
Gotta get your game up, son.
I'm a gentleman.
Raymond has two alter egos at work. He has a pair of glasses, and when he's not wearing them, all of his coworkers call him Hot Raymond.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
That's what they told me. I don't know what you're talking about. So I went out Monday to this place called McAddy's, a little Irish bar. And every time I go into town for a new town I haven't done comedy in or haven't done comedy in for a while, I always make a post on a Facebook page for the local comedy scene, and I ask about it. And the local comedy scene was like, "Oh, yeah, all the dates on this flyer are correct." Well, I showed up an hour early for a fucking mic that was an hour later. Like, the mic sign up was like 7 or 7:30. I got there at 6:30, so I was bored killing time.
Who's running it?
Some fucking amateur.
I'm going to flame this guy.
I didn't know what to do, and I was hungry, and I was looking for something cheap to eat. I got there early, didn't have dinner yet. I'm a traveling boy. I'm like looking up places like local food, cheap food, blah, blah, blah. And one of the places that comes up is a place called Famous Lunch. It looks like a little diner counter. And I'm like, oh, nice. And then it says average price per meal, $1 to $10. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to go check this fucker out. It's like a block or two away. So I go down. It's a hot dog place. They are a diner, but their like main attraction are these little mini dogs, these mini hot dogs. I would equate them to the size of the hot dog in the Lunchables meal. All right. Like,
yeah. I don't think I've ever had a Lunchables hot dog, but go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. I would say like if you were thinking about like a hot dog, they're probably about like a 6 or 7 inch long thing. These are probably like 3 or 4 inch long things on a smaller bun. All right. This is a local delicacy in Albany, apparently. The mini hot dog thing.
No way.
There's multiple places that serve mini hot dogs, but I happen to walk into the one place that happens to be the local renowned crowd favorite. So, Famous Lunch up in Troy, New York.
I'm looking at it right now.
Dude, they serve mini hot dogs and they serve burgers and zippy burgers. Zippy sauce is what they call meat sauce, but it's really a type of chili. The place is phenomenal. I was all about it. You can get 4 hot dogs and a can of soda for $7.
That's not bad.
Dude, I would say that the 4 hot dogs too would equate to probably like maybe 2.5 hot dogs in like the weight in your belly. But man, are they delicious.
In belly weight comparisons.
In belly weight comparisons, if we're going off of like say a hot dog or maybe an Italian hoagie, possibly a cheesesteak, I'd say this is sitting right just about below a cheeseburger.
Are they making these dogs or no?
Dude, I don't know, because I didn't want to be that creep. Like, my friend, tell me your entire story. Where did you get these little dogs? Like, I didn't know what to. I didn't want to see him like a creep either. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, man, what's up with your little ass hot dogs? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as I'm sitting there, probably like 8 to 10 different people in the 25 minutes I'm sitting there come in and get hot dogs. Like, hey, let me get 6 with zippy sauce and cheese. Or the go-to condiments are onions, mustard, and zippy sauce, which is the meat sauce. That's what comes with it. That's like I asked him, I'm like, how would you eat it, pal? He's like, I'd eat it like this. And he served it to me how he would eat it.
What the fuck is a zippy sauce?
It's what they call meat sauce. Like, it's like chili. It's like it's like chili with something different in it.
White people are the worst, dude.
The whites.
What even is this?
Oh, you're talking about a zippy sauce? You want me to put some zippy on your titty? You know what I mean? Like that's how bad this place is. No, dude, honestly, the place was awesome. They had rice pudding too.
No, it sounds like a good spot to get some grub, but like who comes up with this shit?
I know, it's a sweet little dive. And then this is where I fell down the rabbit hole. I had to Google it. I said, what's up? My Google search was like, what's up with these little dogs? That's like what my Google search said. Immediately it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I typed in famous lunches hot dogs. But there's a local, there was a competitive rivalry between two local hot dog places, one in Water-Livette and one in Troy, both Albany areas in the capital region. These two places are famous for their little dogs, Raymond.
I'm looking at it right now.
All right.
It's pretty wild.
So what happened was I went out Monday. We'll stay on Monday for now. I got me some hot dogs in me. I'm like, wow, I'm raring to go. Let's go do some comedy. I show up and it's a fucking battle mic. I'm like, what the fuck is a battle mic? These guys are like, oh, it's great, dude. We started doing it last week. It's you put your name in a bucket and then we just call both your names out and then battle each other. Like, say whatever you want, or you can just do your comedy. I'm like, well, if I don't know the guy, it doesn't really work, right? He's like, yeah, but if you want to just do your comedy, you can, and then pretty much both people just take turns doing their comedy, and either one does better than the other or not. I'm like, all right, dude, that sounds kind of weird, but okay. So I just needed to sit there and make up a joke in my head about every person sitting in the room.
That's pretty cool.
And there was only like one or two black kids in the room, and the one black kid in the room was like real loud and rambunctious. And I was prepared to go up there and battle him because I thought I was going to get up there. My go-to joke was going to be like, this guy looks like he's scared if he calls me fat, I'm going to call him the N-word. I was like prepared to destroy this kid. He also laughed like Daffy Duck. I'm like, it was funny. And then the kid I ended up going up with, I had seen him earlier in the night. He's wearing a Boston Celtics jacket with a Boston Red Sox shirt. And I think he had like on like, I don't know, probably like some fucking Bruins socks. I don't know. And so like I was prepared to go up there with him. So like I go up there and I'm like, this guy looks like he has like weird facts about Larry Bird. He's just waiting to tell you. Like, oh, dude, I heard Larry Bird sucked his third grade best friend's dick in a closet.
Dude, wearing all the gear, that's weird energy. That's some cop shit.
I know. And then the mic just deteriorated from there. The guy immediately was like, you look like you were upset about the Bud Light decision.
That's a good one.
Immediately looked, yeah, but everybody had said it already like 5 times that night.
It's probably been said a million times in the past.
He's like, this guy looks like he's mad about the Bud Light thing because of the trans people. I'm like, nope, I'm pretty good with the trans people, man. Everything he said about me, I'm like, you'd think that, but that's just because my dad was a Bush dad.
What do you call it? He's projecting?
Yeah, like he was just projecting on me. It was an interesting one. It wasn't really that fun, though. It honestly was like because you just saw people go up there and be like, I don't know what to say about this person. And they would just try to make jokes about each other or call the other person racist or gay or fat.
Yeah.
It was stupid. It was a bad model. All right.
Was there funny comedians there?
Yeah, there were some funny guys and there were some people that made it funny, but it honestly wasn't an overly successful bit. That was all right. That was Monday. Tuesday. All right. I'm out and about. I'm in the scene now. I know there's many hot dogs in the region. All right. So I was out, doing my thing, working, a hardworking American. And I had to get lunch the next day. I wasn't out doing comedy. I was just in my real world. Got myself some mini hot dogs from a different establishment. Shout out to Gus's in Water-Livette. I went over to Gus's. To be honest with you, I had a poor experience with Gus's.
Really? You're famous.
Yeah.
You're famous lunch all the way.
Yeah, I'm all about that famous lunch. This is the hard part. I get up there. I order me 4 dogs. Order them with the sauce and all that. The same exact thing. The only thing I did was I ordered, I didn't know I could get cheese sauce at the last place. I almost was up the whole night, the night before, like, why the fuck didn't I get cheese on that? So when I went to this one, I did 2 with the normal sauce, 2 with cheese on it. So I don't know what happened, but this guy must have cooked something or made something that had green onions in it that he chopped up. And you know how green onions are completely a different taste than regular onions?
Yeah.
I get this hot dog, and the first dog I bite into has green onions on it. Like regular onions, but it was like somebody dropped like scallions or green onions in it. I can see them. Totally fucked up my palate. Like it was like an opposite flavor.
You don't like scallions? Scallions are good.
I do, but whatever I don't think you're supposed to eat scallions with mustard. I think onions are trash, but scallions are like classier. So like when you combine mustard with them, it fucks it up. I don't know what happened, dude. It could have also just been bad. Like their food wasn't good. like, dude, it just had an off flavor. Like it was like somebody put vinegar on it, and it just threw my palate off for the rest of it. I didn't even finish it. I had 4 hot dogs. I only ate 3 of the 4. It was ridiculous. I was sitting there like, I got to get this in me. Like, I spent good money on this.
How much did it cost?
Not that much. It was fucking like, I think they're like it's the other place was $7 for a soda and 4 dogs. This place, it was like 89 cents a dog or something like that.
I just found a review from 2015 says expensive hot dogs, no private parking lot. I only ate here once, but that was one too many times.
You can go there right now on Google and find my review. Honestly, look for it. You should look for my review on Google right now.
Hold on.
Gave it 3 stars. So this was where I jumped the gun. I bought a shirt when I bought the hot dogs and everything.
From Just Gus's?
Yeah.
Damn.
Gus's had a fishing shirt. It said Gus's hot dogs on the front, and on the back it said, rather be fishing than doing anything else. And I was like, yep, that's me. I'll
3
take
out
that.
of 5?
You see my review, right?
Really nice people. Bought a cool fishing shirt, but the dogs tasted off. Nice reference to the dogs. Don't know if it was that or the meat sauce or the green onions I found on there. Just wasn't my thing.
Are you reading the whole review? There's a whole review, right?
I see it. I don't know. Tried here because I tried Famous Lunch yesterday for the first time. Between the two, I picked the Famous Lunch dogs. Meat sauce was better, and so was the dog. Gus's is still an awesome place. I'm sure it has some other food and other people like. Dude, this is...
The rantings of a series.
Who writes it? Dude, you wrote 2 paragraphs.
I know.
This is an expose.
Yeah, this is my... I read 2 paragraphs on it. And now go to Famous Lunch and look at my review of Famous Lunch. I was a local food critic last week.
Did you flame Gus's and Famous Lunch's review?
No, I don't think I did.
You should have. You want to edit it? We'll edit it right now.
We could. Live edits. Live Google edits. You ever had someone reply to a Google review? Like, disputing?
No, I've never left a Google review.
Oh.
I don't leave reviews.
Well, that's awkward. I do. Pretty funny. It's pretty funny when people respond.
I don't see yours. I'm under the newest for Famous Lunch, Troy, New York.
It's weird. I definitely reviewed them and their establishment.
The other one was 6 days ago. I guess I could probably click on your page and see all your reviews, I think.
Yes. I think I literally did the review immediately after. Like, I need to let some people know my opinion of the 2 places.
You're leaving a lot of reviews. What the fuck are you doing?
I am, man. Keeping the public honest.
Da Shin Bistro, 6 days ago. Crispy sesame beef is go-to in our house. Who does this shit?
That one wasn't like unprompted. When I made my Famous Lunch review, they were like, "Why don't you give a review on Da Shin? You've been here a lot." It's like you can just tell. Did a review on my property management company because they're dogs. Dude, woman, she texted me and said, "Hey, can you take this down?" I just ignored it. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not taking the review down."
Damn, you reviewed Clavel too.
Oh yeah, I reviewed them.
Dude, this is a book. This has to be 1,000 words.
It's 5 paragraphs. No, 4 paragraphs.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know?
No, this is a lot. I was here that night.
Somebody actually thumbed it up as helpful.
Dude, this is a lot of shit. Who writes this much?
Me, the rantings of a serial killer. Dude, the one time I reviewed a CVS. I reviewed a CVS.
What did you say?
I had COVID. I was up in fucking Penn State trying to call them to get a COVID test and they wouldn't answer. So I gave them 1 star. I said, they just aren't answering their phones, which is just stupid.
What is this online business that you started?
Which one?
Mill Mountain Digital? You said you have a new online business? What does this mean? Are you scamming somebody?
No. My buddy started an online business. He said, "Yo, man, if you can go to my page and give me some reviews to help me, I'd really appreciate it." So that's what I did. which he was like, you make a post, and I wrote it out. I was like, I have a very new online business, and I felt like I hit a wall. They really helped me take me to the next steps and grow my business.
That's fucking funny.
I haven't gone through these in a while. Dude, so Conoco, that's the Deepwater Diner gas station in Jersey over by Chris and them.
Yeah.
So I left a fishing hole. It was during my work week, and I worked, and then I went straight from the job to a fishing hole. So I needed to fill up my tank. I was using my gas card. That's normal. Like, I was right nearby my fishing hole. So I'm leaving, and the guy goes to ring me up with my card, and he's like, and he has like an accent. He's like, card not work. I said, what are you talking about, man? He didn't even try to swipe it. He's like, I was like, dude, it's a fleet card. It works. He's like, no, card not work. Take your fake card to somewhere else. This little foreign guy accused me of having a fake credit card. He's like, do you have cash? I don't want this. Take your fake card somewhere else. I almost kicked the shit out of this guy, Raymond.
What the fuck?
I said, buddy, pump my fucking car right now. I got out. I tried pumping it myself. And he's like, can't do it without my card. Sorry. Like the attendant card. I was like, man, dude, you are really close to getting the shit kicked out of you. Like, go fuck yourself.
Why does he think it's fake? Why does it look fake?
Because it didn't say Visa or Mac on it. It's a fleet card. It's a credit card for fleet vehicles. I almost killed that guy.
Yeah, you're leaving a lot of reviews lately.
Yeah.
You gotta get your game up, though.
It's all right. These fuckers need to get their game up. Try to keep them accountable. Sons of bitches. Run a better business, goddammit.
I just don't want to put my name on something with a review.
Fuck them. When they respond to you directly for you leaving your opinion, which is your American right to have, then legally that's called retaliation. And then I can sue the pants off that son of a bitch. So, like I said, left the reviews. Wednesday, I went to another mic that I went first at, which was all right. Didn't go bad. It doesn't go great, but
Is it bad to go first?
no. It just kind of like sets the pace of the room, and I felt like I got the pace started a little bit, but also like a couple of these people, you've heard me say it before, they were just fucking fart sniffers. They're there to hear their own jokes be told from themselves and then leave.
Yeah.
But like at that point, I was just tired of the Albany scene, and I had the option to go to the Thursday mic, and everybody's like, oh yeah, that's a great mic. But then the guys that were like legit guys in the scene that I talked to all week, they're like, yeah, it's sometimes a good mic. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to take a chance on it being a sometime good mic. I'm going to go to a good mic. So I went to the Nook. It was about a little over an hour from where I was at. It was in Westfield, Mass. You've heard me there before.
Yeah.
I went there for two reasons. One, I like it there. All my friends are there from Connecticut and Mass. Two, your boy is doing his first show this coming weekend.
At the Nook?
At the Nook.
Nice. What does that include? What does that mean?
I'm going to be doing a 10-minute set for a showcase on Saturday night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know the other guys who were performing there?
No, because I haven't seen the flyer yet of who's going to be there and who's on the show. I really hope it's not somebody I fucking hate. But I went there for, like I said, one reason is I went there because I liked the Nook. Two, I just wanted to go there and really, secure the investment for the guy. Like, I went there and was funny. I did good. And then as soon as I get off the stage, guy gets up right after me. He was from the local smoke shop, Cannabis Connection, right down the street. He was a cool dude. He was giving away some stuff. Halfway into his set, about 40 to 50 college-age kids, probably about 30 guys, 20 girls, all start piling into this room. And it's because one of the guys that was their friend was in one of the guys' fantasy leagues.
Fantasy football?
Yeah, he's in a fantasy football league, and he made him do open mic comedy as punishment for coming in last.
Weird.
So it was cool. The kid wasn't bad, but like the group of people that showed up, it was kind of hilarious. Like just stuck up bros with V-necks and hats on backwards. Like my one buddy was mad as hell. He's like, dude, I'm mad as hell. I came with a backwards hat on. Now I can't put it forward. I'm gonna look like a fucking tool. And the fucking cool thing about it is that it went from being like an audience of only comedians to an audience of comedians and about 30 to 40 random people. So then now there was an actual audience there. I had a lot of fun, but I felt like I missed out on an opportunity to tell some jokes to a bunch of fucking idiots. So it was a cool mic. I had fun. And
is it Hutghi's or Hutghi's?
Hutghi's at the Nook. Hutghi's at the Nook.
It's weird. Weird name.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Lemaire is supposed to be there.
I know.
July 22nd.
Saw that.
It looks cool though.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's why I went up there and what I was doing there. Then I drove home and it pissed rain all fucking weekend, the entire weekend. I don't know what was going on, but it just was fucking raining, dude.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Was it just raining all weekend for you?
The entire weekend?
I saw my baby. I took a nap for a little bit. And I went and ordered some food from a bar on the corner.
This week at the Nook, there's like a schedule. Saturday, 5/6, live stand-up comedy showcase. The best comedians in the area doing 15 to 20-minute sets.
That posting is from the guy that owns the bar.
Yeah.
My buddy Joey will actually have a flyer that says that name. Like, hey, this is what's going on. But yeah, I'll be up there. I'm that guy on that. I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, this looks dope. That's awesome.
They're awesome little place. Dude, the one thing I like from them, they have bluefish melt. That's just fire. It's like a tuna salad, but they make it with bluefish meat instead. And they do it on a piece of Jewish rye with some cheese, tomatoes, onions. It's fire.
I don't know.
Big old slapper rapper.
I don't want a fish salad.
I like me fish salads, though. Fish salads are nice.
Have you had whitefish?
No, I haven't. I've always wanted to try it, though. I feel like we have.
No, like we probably have, but not like the Jewish deli style.
You're talking about Jewish whitefish?
Yeah, like whitefish salad. Isn't that something they do?
I like lox and bagels, and I like fish salad. Like, I think I might have had a whitefish salad on a bagel before, to be honest with you.
Well, that's dope.
Like I said, I came home Friday, got some chicken wings and some stuffed long hots from a local bar near me, and then I pretty much just hibernated all weekend. I worked Saturday at a graduation event for a continued studies program, so...
This is your other job?
My photo booths. I do my photo booth events. Like, I'm going to do one later on today, actually.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with this one. I was at a educational doctorate continuing education study. People that are doctors, that have their doctorate in education, whatever that means. And to be honest with you, I'm not saying this being racist at all, but I was like one of maybe 3 or 4 white people there because it was specifically a minority studies program.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that won, like, say, the valedictorian for their group went up there and gave a speech, and I'm not saying she was trashing white people, but I was really prepared for someone to be like, kill whitey.
You should have said it.
Like, her speech was just, like, talking about how white men are poisonous and that the level of black women in the workplace and this and that. And I agree with a lot of her statements. But to call all white men poisonous, I'm not poisonous. I'm sweet. I'm a sweet boy. So you just got to be careful with your speeches. I get it. I get you're excited. Along with that information, she gave a speech about what her journey was like and claiming that going to college is like getting pregnant. And like, she's like, so for me, she's like, I actually got pregnant while I was at college, but you're all pregnant with knowledge and what we do with that pregnancy.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dude, she gave an entire speech where the last thing she said, she's like, everybody, you're pregnant with what you have to give. What are you going to choose to do with your pregnancy and your struggle? And like, I'm not even kidding. All of the guys in the program looked around like, what the fuck is she talking about right now? Like, bitch, I ain't never had no baby come out my vagina before. What you talking about?
I don't think the speech was for them.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, seriously, it was a cool event. I love that they highlight certain things like that, you know. It's exciting that they make their whole course load and study about that. Well, let's not try to kill Whitey after the speech.
Yeah, that is insane.
Saturday, like I said, I did that event. I also went to the Amish market with my boy.
The child, how's he doing?
Dude, he's a fucking nugget.
He's getting bigger.
I love him. A little bit, yeah. He's not getting huge yet, but he's a baby. And he's funny. He'll just go from like periods of no shitting to explosive shits. He likes his car rides. He likes for me to scream in his face, shut up. Yeah, he does. He does. That was a really fucked up joke. Shut the fuck up.
Shake him.
Violently. No. God, they're gonna use this against me if I ever kill the baby. Man. They're gonna be like, on your podcast, you said you violently shook him and yelled, "Shut up." No, that was a joke. That was a joke. I said to Christina, I was like, I am not allowed to go food shopping with the boy again. She's like, why? I'm like, I just bought everything.
Why with him? What does it make a difference?
I get in that mood. I'm like, I'm with my boy. I need to buy everything because I'm with my boy.
He doesn't even eat real food yet.
I know. Like, I bought a bunch of beef jerky. He doesn't even have fucking teeth.
He fucks with beef jerky?
Bought some beef jerky. Bought some elk jerky.
Nice.
Reindeer jerky.
Yeah.
Got some unicorn jerky. You're not even listening.
Dude, I just got a jury duty summons in the mail. I'm fucking pissed.
No. Why don't you just go in there and fuck up the judicial system?
Do you think I could, because I have to go online and like fill out a questionnaire, you think I can claim something to get out of it? How do you do that?
You just lie.
Isn't that perjury?
I mean, yeah. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Put me in jail?
Put me in fucking jail, pussy.
How to get out of jury duty, Baltimore City, Reddit.
There's a Reddit for that?
Let's see.
Dude, I would want to see jury duty for Baltimore City. I gotta be honest with you.
I gotta work, dude. I can't miss work.
That's the reason. I can't miss work.
Oh, it says here that that's not a valid reason.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Do they pay you?
No. Maybe?
Have you done jury duty?
No, never. Never had to. I think I've ignored every letter I've ever gotten.
No way. They'll put you in jail, dude.
Oh, they haven't.
It's contempt. If you get pulled over, you have a warrant out for you.
They haven't. I've checked. I looked to see if I have any warrants. Probably every 3. No, I'm kidding. I was just pulled over the other day, dude. I would have known.
Well, then you haven't got jury duty.
I've gotten jury duty notices before. You only get them when they vote. That means you voted. Do you fucking vote for Trump, Raymond? You
No,
fucking
that's not
scumbag?
true. That's not
Yeah,
true.
huh? You gotta vote. It's your God-given right.
First of all, I've never voted, and I've never signed up to vote in this state. I've never signed up to vote ever.
Then how did you get jury duty? It's because you voted for Trump twice, isn't it? I'm fucking telling everybody.
Trying to see how much they pay you. Seems like they pay you $15 a day.
That ain't gonna cut it, Jack.
I'm gonna lose my fucking apartment.
I'm gonna lose my family.
It seems like you can claim financial hardship, though. You think I can get away with that?
Maybe. You could act like you got a really small spleen, and if you stop working, you'll die.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but go there and say some shit like that.
And they'll probably be like, yeah, this guy's not fit to serve here. Should I start spouting some conspiracy theories?
That's what I was gonna say. You should go there and just like, I don't know, say crazy things. Usually they don't want someone like you if you're like being a cocksucker to be on somebody's jury. Like you go in there like, hey, what's up, dickheads?
Yeah, if you no-show, they issue a bench warrant for you and they'll arrest you if you get pulled over for a traffic stop. Should I just go on the lam?
Maybe.
Become a career criminal from this?
Maybe.
North Dakota on Monday has adopted one of the strictest anti-abortion laws in the country, as Republican Governor Doug Burgum signed legislation banning procedure through pregnancy, with slim exceptions up to the 6 weeks gestation.
So what does that mean, Raymond? Why did you just bring abortion up in this episode? You said that was breaking news.
It is. What do you mean?
When the fuck are either of us going to go to North Dakota and have a baby?
Abortions would only be allowed in cases of rape or incest or in medical emergencies. After 6 weeks, rape and incest victims cannot get abortions.
See, this is my question, and this is totally off topic, but how is incest the same thing as rape or incest?
Are they assuming that the rape is from incest?
I don't know, because one of them is forcible and the other one is just 2 stupid cousins. Then they're like, oh, we had a baby.
Yeah.
Like, well, you obviously can't keep it. Are you sure? Why are you letting them keep it? Like, is that what's happening? Like,
He's like, no one's dating my hot sister but me.
like, dude, I don't know how they make these decisions, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of crazy. Did Biden announce his re-election or no? Campaign?
I think I heard that. It's been a thing up for debate recently, actually.
You did.
Nice. That's stupid. They've obviously souped him up with some robot gel and DNA and Chinese technology to make him run. Dude, what is that guy going to do?
President Biden formally announced on Tuesday that he would seek a second term, arguing that American democracy still faces a profound threat from former President Donald J. Trump, as he set up the possibility of a climactic rematch. He's going to rematch him?
I literally don't care if they rematch. I don't want Biden to be president again. Dude, all the videos that keep coming out of people just walking around with him, like walking him around so he doesn't trip over shit and go to the wrong spot and say the wrong things. It's like frustrating, dude.
Cages and ladder match, dude? Rematch? For the belt?
I'm talking about a barbed wire nail through a bat match. Him and Donald Trump. I wouldn't feel my legs. It feels like popcorn. His lines. I love all these fucking lines. Like the one they were giving him shit for the other day. He literally said some crazy shit. Literally. The day that trans woman did that school shooting.
Yeah.
That happened like a week or two, like a couple weeks ago. He came down and was talking to people out in the news group, like saying like, what's everybody doing down here? We getting some ice cream? I don't know why I came down here to get ice cream. I got ice cream upstairs. What are you guys doing? And they were like, oh, he was just being a silly old man. No, be the fucking president. Don't fucking start talking about ice cream in front of the fucking news people. He did a speech a week or two ago where he's like, our greatest threat to democracy is ourselves. I mean, Donald Trump. Like, it was like a terrible.
His son parties, too. We got to hang out with Hunter. You think we can get Hunter on here?
Dude, Hunter definitely does crack.
Well, it's on video, isn't it? I'm looking at some of his quotes. He says, I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. That's hilarious. Man, he said some insane things. Jerry Springer died.
I know, man. R.I.P. to the legend. Let's go into some facts about Jerry Springer real quick. He was the former mayor of Chicago.
No way.
Yeah. He was the former mayor of Chicago that got impeached for sleeping with a prostitute. I could be misquoting that, but I'm almost positive.
He was the former mayor of Cincinnati.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chicago, Cincinnati? Go fuck yourself. Yeah, go. Cincinnati. What did he get impeached for?
In 77, he served as the city's mayor for 1 year and made a run for governor in 82, but was derailed by a sex scandal.
What did he do?
So in 74, which was before he tried to be governor, when he was 30, he had resigned from his position on city council when it came out that he had paid for sex at a brothel using checks.
That's what it was. He got caught paying for sex with checks, dude. Like, what? Come on, man. How stupid are you? You're like, I've got a check for you, my dear. He was just a broke piece of shit. And then somehow he became the #1 daytime talk show host in history for having midget fights, testing if you banged your sister or not, and finding out who that baby's daddy is. I mean, dude, he got such hot starts out of people like Steve Wilkos. The Steve Wilkos show comes from Jerry Springer. Who else? I'm almost positive Lil Baby, the girl that Dr. Phil interviewed, was on Jerry Springer first.
Bad Baby? Bad Behavior?
Bad Baby. Bad Behavior.
Bad Bahabi.
Bad Bobby.
Yeah, that's how they say it.
Yeah, that's her. Bad Bobby. Bad Bobby's cool as hell.
Yeah, Steve Wilkos, he was the show's security director for the Jerry Springer show. Chicago cop and former Marine.
Chicago cop, former Marine, Steve Wilkos. I like Steve Wilkos. Steve Wilkos is real.
When he was hired, he said he thought it was only a one-time thing.
Imagine you did security one time for that show.
Yeah, and then he quit his job as a cop to do it full-time.
You know what they used to do? They used to go down to New York. They'd find comedians and homeless people, and then they'd bus them to Connecticut to film the shows. And they would pay them like $30 to $40 a day and a ham sandwich.
Oh, and like do these fake stories?
He's like, my boyfriend was out fucking other hoes, and I was at home with his son. So then I had sex with 11 different men, and we don't know who the baby's daddy is. Maureen, I'd like to talk to you for a minute. We have Sean backstage. Sean, please don't blow your fucking top when you come out here. We're talking to Maureen for a second. Maureen, you're a dirty slut. That's right. That was the whole model of the show.
The stories are so far-fetched. It's like...
She's like, I was at home taking care of our baby. And then I want to get some of mine back too. So then I had sex with an entire football team full of be the most ridiculous stories.
There was an episode that ended with one of the women that came on the show being murdered hours after the episode aired.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
This is fucking nuts. In 2000.
I think one of my favorite parodies of Jerry Springer show is Family Guy. It's like the big black woman is like, to be honest with you, I'm actually a man. And everybody's like, oh my God. To be honest with you, I'm actually a horse inside of a man's body. That was good. It was real good. The Jerry Springer, dude, yeah, I forgot about that one. It was like, found out the paternity and then immediately killed her. Like, immediately after the show.
They found her, like, beaten to death. It's pretty fucked up. What a great way to end this.
Yeah, that is not good TV, I'll tell you what. Raymond, it's been a great week. We're about to go record a pretty awesome episode tomorrow, and then another awesome one probably in a short time after that. I am a father. It has been a month. Have I grown yet this month? What would you say? Have I grown as a person yet, as a man?
No.
Fuck. All right, well, I'm going to be late for this event if I don't fucking leave soon, so we got to go.
All right,
Raymond, the electronical boy wonder, I salute you in all of your hard work. Go change your laundry. I have 2 of your socks from when you did laundry at my house. I love you. See you next week, everybody.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. We would really appreciate the support. Find us on Instagram at 555 Let Me Call You Back and on Facebook at the Let Me Call You Back podcast. You can find comedian Declan Brooks on Instagram at Declan Loves Meatballs. See you next time.